So now we're on part 2. If you haven't listened to part 1, go check out the next video or the first video. So we're talking today. I'm Fox Red Sky, by the way, and I'm a matchmaker and an astrologer. And we're talking today about the planets, right? We talked about the luminaries and how they represent our mother and our father, our ego and our emotional body. And now we're going to talk about the inner planets. And so the inner planets are the ones closest to the sun, right? They have a shorter rotation. Around the sun, so they go through each of the zodiac signs fairly quickly. Unlike the outer planets, which take long, long periods of time to travel around the sun and go through each of the zodiacs. So let's start with Mercury. So Mercury is how communicate. It's how we speak to one another. It's the pace of how we speak. Do we speak slowly? Do we speak really fast? Very excitedly. Are we, it just all depends on our Mercury. It also is how we process information. Do we process information through our body, like very intuitively? Or are we processing our information very impatiently? Or are we in our mind? We're very in our mind. So like if you have an air sign in Mercury, then you probably are very mental, very much in the mind all the time. And so this is Mercury. This will determine how smart you are, essentially. And now the next one we're going to look at is Venus. So Venus, it's a very special planet because it represents what we value. And value, mostly when we think about this, especially when regards to Venus, is love, right? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, love is the highest vibration. It is the highest thing humanity can inspire to. But it can also represent luxury, right? Things that are beautiful. When we see something beautiful, we place value on it. But ultimately, not only does it describe what we value and where we can gain value from, it describes how we perceive love, like how we value love and our love language. So like, do we want physical touch? Do we want words of affirmations? Do we want gifts? All these things describe the types of things that we perceive as value, especially regarding love. It's also how we show love.